So, good evening, all, and welcome along to a Friday Night Live, the hot and sweaty edition. I know, as Gus says, what a week. How's mine been? Mine has been absolutely bloody crazy. Oh, Christ, I've sworn in the first 15 seconds. That's demonetized instantly then. Evening to Ben Lawrence. How are you doing, Ben? Welcome along to the Friday Night Live stream. Now, Peaky Biker obviously has finished his run around the UK. Um, he's done really, really well. So 4,500 miles. So well done, Peaky. Peaky will probably pop in. Andy is currently in Austria. So he's gone now from Germany to Austria on the GS. Quick evening to Howie. He said, I've got a pint of Doom Bar. Family pack of chili heatwave Doritos ready to go. Hi, folks. Evening, Howie. And Steve Cook. Hi, watch some of your reviews. Ride a 50cc speed fight. Good little 50. Looked at a 50 or 125. Scoot for myself. Best idea. 55 years and 19 stone. I would not buy a Lexmoto. The Titan you will find incredibly slow. The Aura isn't a bad bike, but it is a lot of buck for the money. I would say go WK. Have a look at the SXI or preferably something like the MXI. So the WK MXI is about 400 quid cheaper than the Aura that Lexmoto put out, but I do like the MXI. Let me just pull up WK Bikes for you, and their website is actually priced up as affordable and reliable 125 and 50cc bikes. So let me just put the screen up for you. We're going to share the screen up in the room and put up WK Bikes, and there we go on the screen. So that is the MXI. So it's very, very similar to the Lexmoto Aura. A lot of bang for your buck, as I say, with the WK Bikes. There's loads on there. So if you just type in on Google WK Bikes, they have all the scooters in there. So they've got the SX125, they have the MXI, so 2649 plus obviously your dealer on the road, which is anything between sort of 100 and 200 pound. We charge 199 on the road, but that includes all your prep delivery. Loads on the WK website, and I have been trying out the bikes. The little Colt 50, we have been having an absolute blast on that. That is up on my YouTube page. If you want to go and see me giggling like a school kid, riding a 50cc, having an absolute blast. It was really, really good. Sounds good, Howie. And Howie said, Steve, what style of bikes do you like? Do you prefer twist and go, or do you prefer a geared bike? Let us know, Steve. Um, if it is a twist and go you want, look at the MXI. Very, very good bike. I can actually rate the SX because Andy GSA Tractor has one for his son, and it rides like an absolute dream. So pop in WK website, WK Bikes. You will find all the listings in there. If you want any of the reviews on the WK, look at them on my YouTube. So he's into twist and goes. So yeah, have a look at the WK MXI. It's got a lot more horsepower than most of the Lex motors. Even the SX is up on the seat, up on the horsepower as well. We have been doing a couple of bikes. We had to go on the AJS Medina, which is a very retro sort of mod looking scooter. Had a great little laugh on that, but obviously with 10-inch wheels and short bars, it does tend to have a little bit of a wobble when you get to about 50 mile an hour. The MXI is good to about 65, 70. It's just said, too old to learn gears now, bless you. But if you're into twist and go scooters, then you've obviously got the MXI, love it, Lexmoto Aura. But I do like a lot of the big bikes. Gus just said, are you at the Super Sausage at the weekend, Rev? Yes, I am at the Sausage at the weekend. We actually went out to Oakley. So if you check out my Instagram or my Facebook page, Mr. Revbomb, go and check me out on Instagram or Facebook. We actually went out to Oakley Bike Club last night. Now, I am having to edit the video very, very carefully. It was a nice steady run over there. But on the way back, I was riding back with Boo Rider, who actually owns the S1000RR BMW. And we also had Rhythmic Biker with me on his ZZR. Um, just to say that we went slightly above the speed limit, but the GTR managed to stay with Boo for about a good 2 miles. But obviously, the BMW corners a lot better than my big old boat. But we had a nice little run, but we're having to edit a lot of video down and blur the clocks on that because it was a quick run back. Um, Steve just said, I was looking at an auto. Simjet 14 is a good bike. The only thing with Sim, the parts are very, very hard to source. I had a customer come in the other day. He has got a Sim Fiddle, and believe it or not, the parts that he wants for his bike are at least 2 to 3 months out. So I know MotoGP are struggling to get bike parts in for their scooters. Gus, heard it was very cold at Oakley last night. Yeah, they ran out of food last week. The food at Oakley is very, very good, but there was about, I'd say, a good 200 bikes there last night. It was a little bit overcast, a little bit chilly. It was a blisteringly cold ride home, but when you've got the big GTR and it's chucking all that heat out the vents onto your legs, it does tend to stay warm, and especially if you've got a heated seat, you do stay very, very comfortable. So I had the heated seat and the grips on last night on the way home, but it was a very, very good run back with Boo. Um, Howie said, yes, test ride a few, see which ones you like and which ones suit you. That is the best answer that everybody will say in here. Picture can sell 1,000 bikes. Go and sit on a bike, try it out for size, see if it is the bike for you. If it is, then obviously stick your deposit down. That is the best way to go about. Gus just said central heated bike. Exactly, Gus. I'm going to share this one up. So all the BMW boys that are normally in the room, there is big news that has just been released by BMW, and the BMW a big GS Fightback. So they're actually looking at the 2024 model, which is going to be the R1300 GS. They've been out, they've spotted it on the road, production ready form. It's looks great from the front. It looks a lot lower than the standard GS. Little bit narrower, still got the bars around the engine like you would expect, but I don't like those plastic panniers. They have gone along the line of copying the Kawasaki GTR panniers. So it's got the typical telelever, paralever suspension setup at the front end, very similar to like the Multistrada and the Pan America. The GS, that new GS is looking very, very nice. I'm not a lover of that front end though. The screen though is now, because it used to be a control knob and you just undo the screen, shift it up. They're now actually looking at putting an electric screen on it. And so they've copied the GTR again. Also got blind spot detection on it, little triangle in the mirrors in some shots. It's got an onboard radar. So they have got a little bit OTT, but the plastic panniers on that, I am not a lover of. I like big old fashioned clunky panniers. But they're saying that obviously they're up in the TFT screen, an adjustable electric front screen, but that is all coming for 2024. The other big one that is going out at the moment is someone has actually shared up um, this one. And they've said 1,500 miles in 32 hours. The group hits all 4 points of the compass for charity, for East Anglia Children's Hospice. And have a look at that. They're all on GSs, most of them. And obviously the guys on an R1250 as well. But obviously they've got that up to 4,000. When you consider, obviously, Peaky has done 4,500 miles, and I think he did that in 12 days. So Peaky did very, very well on his challenge. Um, Gus said, ZX9 up fast and loud, as always, mate. BMW gas might be plastic while they finalise the design. Exactly. So we will wait till 2024 to find out what BMW actually chuck out of their showroom. But with BMW, they spend years and years and years in tech just to get a bike to that correct level. If you remember when the 1250 GSA came out, everybody was complaining about the sat navs were crap, the BMW sat nav was crap, and it had this issue, it had that issue, it had a lot of recalls. But they finally now got the 1250 GSA or the TE version absolutely spot on. So if you do own a BMW, you will know how good those bikes ride. And hopefully I will get out and get a chance to have a ride on one very, very shortly. Share the StreamYard up again one more time. So if anybody wants to jump in on the StreamYard with me, and Matt's in the room as well. So MT Belly is here. Evening, Matt. Courier is booked and they should be picking up next week. So I'm going to get your bike registered on Monday, flick you all the paperwork, and you should get Lexmoto paperwork winging out to your email or to Kira's email, and you'll also get your DVLA registration. So that will be bashing across to you probably Monday, and hopefully next 7 to 10 days we'll get the courier down and they will come pick your bike up and get it up to you. But she stood out on the front yard today and about 4 people said, have you got that? Is that one for sale? No, that's customers. Oh, have you got any more in stock? No, if you want one, you will have to order it in. LXSs, LXRs are very hard to source at the moment. And you may have noticed, if you happen to go onto the Lexmoto website, all bikes on the Lexmoto website have now dropped down by about 180 quid. Lexmoto have realised that they've got some competition with WK and they've started dropping the prices of all of their bikes. Even AJS have started dropping the prices of all the bikes. So the new bike market for 125 is now starting to come down to a reasonable level and making it affordable for the 16, 17 and 18-year-olds to get themselves some cheaper bikes. A quick one. Oh, thank you. It worked out it was cheaper to pay for it to be delivered. Not a problem, mate. But as I say, that will, when it hits the courier van, or when it goes onto the courier, I will shoot you a video and let you see it pre-delivery. When it gets up to you, check it all over for scratches, dents, dings. Just make sure that courier hasn't marked the bike on the way up. Gus just said the engine is going to be 1300 meet EU emissions regulations, I've heard. Yeah, very, very true. Andy, I believe, is going to be looking at one of those because he wants to upgrade to the next level. So if he sells his old 1250, then pass it my way, Andy. He's currently in Austria at the moment. I did text him earlier, but I don't think that Andy is going to be coming on the stream tonight. Haven't heard in ages from Simon. Don't know what Simon is doing. Matt, if you want to come and jump in for me, it will be a short show tonight because I am finishing bang on 9 o'clock tonight. I do have a lot to do for tomorrow. Me and Phil have both been single crewed through the week. So Phil's been single crewed in the garage on the cars. I've been single crewed on the bikes. And we had a guy actually come in. He's one of our regulars that I intend to meet. Gus will probably know him. Will, that owns the Fireblade up at Super Sausage. He actually came in today and he's got a 19, oh god, it's a NREG Fireblade, the original 919 Fireblade, after a set of tyres. And obviously they don't make the Michelins anymore. They don't do the Bridgestones for it anymore. And I did say to him, try a set of Pirellis. I normally use Angels, which is either the GT or the ST. And I said to him, you'll probably be all right with a set of STs. But when I actually spoke to my tyre people, they went, no, they're too hard for a Fireblade. And they've done me a really good deal on a set of Diablo Rosso Corsa Freeze at the same price that he would pay for a set of Angel GTs. So Will is very, very happy. Back wheel's in the garage. Tyre arrives tomorrow. So we're going to do the back wheel, hook it off to him, and then he's going to whip the front wheel off, pop that down to me. But keep an eye on that. That Fireblade is on my Instagram. So if you haven't gone on my Instagram, my TikTok, the shots of the Instagram and the TikTok photos of the Fireblade are both on there. And if you want to follow him on TikTok, just look for Wilco, Wilko, and you will find that Fireblade on TikTok. So it is a very, very nice bike, and he's owned that since brand new. Ray's Motor Life is here. Evening, Ray. Ray has got a very, very good channel, and I tend to, when we get the big moto vloggers in, I do tend to share their channels up. Let me just bring up Ray's channel and we'll share it up on the screen. He does some amazing live streams. So if you happen to be into your Harleys and your American stuff, and just the live streams that he does, I've popped in a couple of times. Peaky's been on his channel a couple of times. Pop into Ray's channel, check him out, go and look at his content, and the link for Ray's channel is up in the side chat there. So youtube.com/Ray's Moto Life. Go and check out Ray's channel. He has only got 341 subscribers, but he's got some very, very good content. So go and check out the content, go and check out his shorts, have a look at all the stuff that he does. And obviously, all my people, give him a follow. Let's see if we can get him to 400 by the end of the weekend. So keep an eye out for his live streams. He's always posting. Give him a click, give him a subscribe, and click the follow button as well, because then you'll get notified when Ray's goes out and he does his live streams as well. So go and check it out. Gus has just said, just subscribe, check them out later. It's a bloody good channel. I was watching the other night and there was guys like just drinking beer and shooting the breeze, as we say. But what they were actually chatting about was some really good stuff. So yeah, it's a very, very good bike orientated channel. And obviously the American guys do it totally different to what us English guys do. If you go to America, it's normally Harley, Harley, Harley. Go to England, it's Chinese, Chinese, Japanese. But yeah, we've got a nice little Harley in the front showroom, and I actually fired that up today and went deaf in the first 5 minutes. So the street bob that we've got is bloody loud. It's got open Vance and Heinz pipes on it, but everyone said to me when I took it to Super Sausage, would you buy it? And I went, in a heartbeat, but it is just short of £12,000, and it is a lot of bike for a lot of money. But it's one of those bikes that will sit in the showroom until that right person comes along and goes, I'll take that Harley. But you can't beat a good old sitting there just chugging along on a Harley compared to sort of 180 mile an hour on a Japanese bike. So you can take in the scenery on a Harley and enjoy the ride. That was about all that I was finding. There's a couple of really, really good channels that I've just started to follow on there. So if you haven't followed Zhead is stripping down his Kawasaki ZX9. He's doing a very, very good job doing that. Exeter Rider, another fantastic channel as well. He does a live stream normally on a Sunday. And obviously Lavi and Ollie, Lavi, and Ollie is OLLIE. Young couple, they set off from Super Sausage about 4 or 5 months ago to ride the world. They're currently in Ecuador. They're up Ecuador's highest mountain at the moment. So they're on season 3. I think it's about episode 87 or something stupid. But Lavi and Ollie touring the world. They're doing very, very well for themselves. And of course, Bikes, Beards and Brews, another great American channel. But obviously Ben from Bikes, Beards and Brews is a really nice guy. And he's also, when he does his streams, go and check out, he's got the real ET in the background with the original bicycle as well. Race just sent me, we're all Harleys, but you all enjoy adventures. Exactly. And live from Austria, we have Andy GSA Tractors popped in the room. Andy GSA Tractor is on Facebook. Go and check him out. You will find him on there, and he's been doing all these photos of Austria. It's a really good shot of him and the lake. They've got this lake in Austria, and you can just see the reflection of all the clouds on the lake. So let me just, I have got the photo on my phone. We will just bring it up. There we go. Let's just pop that up and see if it can pick up on camera. So that was Andy's latest shot from Austria with the clouds on the lake and the mountains in the background. So Andy's currently in Austria. He's done Germany. He's been to Wiltz Castle and he's touring around with his missus, and I believe Darren's with him as well. So evening, Andy. Great photos, mate. Absolutely great. Howie just said, I found a really good channel, Manx 1000R. 2 blokes in Cornwall. The balance between them is good. So let's just have a quick look and we'll pop that one up. And Manx 1000R. There we go. That's the channel. And they have, oh, they're not short of 1,000. They're short of 1,000 subscribers. That's how we said. We'll share that channel up. That's another one to subscribe to. So there we go. Manx 1000R channel. That's up in the side chat, guys. Go and subscribe to that channel. Let's new bikes, new levers, new channel, new videos. 5 p.m. on a Friday. And yeah, there's some M1000RV and S1000R. There's some good stuff in there. That's another one for me to follow. That's just given them 960 subscribers. So that will get them up another couple of points. So go and give them a subscribe and they'll wonder where everyone's coming from. BMW Gus, stunning views from the GSA Tractor video. I know he's got some really good stuff and he's got his 360 with him. So he's having an amazing time out there. Talking of Austria, live over this side, the one and only Andy GSA Tractor. Hey, there's Darren as well. There's Darren and all the boys. And there's Steve on this crouches down the end. Evening, Steve.
No, that's not. We've changed his name to Right Said Jeff.
Oh, right. That's all right. How's it going out there?
Yeah, it's all right. The
Lovely.
GSA's already laid down on the car park floor.
Oh God, what you done to it?
It's a high camber, and I put my feet down and the floor weren't there, so
Oh dear.
bike just laid on the floor.
Oh dear, you ain't hurt it, have you?
Not a mark on it.
Brilliant.
I got
The wife cushioned it.
Yeah,
Michelle did quite a good job at trying to put a hole in the floor.
I got to speak to a lovely BMW assist woman from Austria, asking me if I needed any help on the bike because the bike pulled. It was quite funny, but yeah, no, it's all cool. We've done about. We've had a 12-hour day today to get here. Huh?
I was saying it was lucky that Darren didn't put his foot down because he would have got over a lot further being that short.
It's true. Yeah, it would.
Anyone seen that film? Anyone seen that film Turbo, where the thing does that fucking tuck and roll? The little snail.
But yeah, we've done about 900 and something odd miles so far. We had a 12-hour day today, which doesn't sound a lot really, but when you're on single normal little roads and towns, it was a long day. So we're all having a few beers. And
I don't blame you.
We're off to the Groskel Knocker tomorrow, and we've got the Eagles Nest and all sorts. We are absolutely surrounded by mountains at the moment. You ain't going to pick them up in the background.
You just about see that one above the hotel in the background, yeah.
Yeah, hey, look, hey guy over there. Look. So yeah, we're absolutely surrounded by mountains.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, no, it's been really good. Some of the scenery, just the camera don't do it justice. The picture I put up should have been a 360 of the lake, but it's not coming through to Facebook. It's 360 for some reason.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. And obviously, we've just announced that BMW have been out riding the GS 1300, so it's been spotted out.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, we've seen it. They've seen it. I think the 13's coming out first as a GS edition, and there were talk about doing a variant of the 1400 for the GSA, but who knows? They've been talking about it. It should have been out this year, but they can't get the bits. I tell you what, I'm down here at the minute. I'm not far from the Bulgarian work, so I'll just give them a little knock, say what's going on.
I can't afford one yet. Michelle's got to do some overtime on her scooter.
Yeah, that's it.
Gus has just started. Did Mrs. Tractor fall when the bike went?
Yeah, we both just stayed on it. It was easier.
Didn't have much choice.
Thing is, by the time the bike got down to a certain angle where I could actually touch the floor, it was too late.
A decision which
I mean, we worked it out. It was nearly 600 kilos I was trying to hold up, and it just weren't going to happen.
No, definitely not.
But there is a small scuff the size of my little fingernail on the underside of my pannier on the plastic corner. That is it.
Jesus, that's not bad then. That's
But
not
like
bad.
I said, it won't. They're designed to lay down. You know, it laid there for 5 minutes while we sorted ourselves out, and then the only thing I didn't do was take a picture, which was a shame really, because I wanted to jump on it and take a picture of me standing on it, but yeah, we were sort of blocking the entrance to the car park. But, yeah.
Oh dear.
They all go over. You know yourself, Rev. You know they all go over.
They all go over. Once that goes, mate, you're not picking it up. And
oh hell no, not a hope. Oh, Darren wants the question now.
What are you drinking tonight, Dave?
I have the Pinot Grigio.
We are on wheat beer.
Oh,
You know what?
Nice.
Beer is cheaper than water. We went in a garage. We went in a shop. A bottle of water is going to cost you €2.30. Right? You can get a bottle of 6.7% beer. Right? 6.7% beer for 80 cents.
Jesus. So it's
One of the
easy to
guys
stay
bought a
pissing.
coffee, and my beer was 80 cents cheaper than his coffee.
I wish I
Jesus.
could fill my car up with diesel at half prices over here.
Yeah, diesel's cheaper than petrol.
20 cents a litre cheaper.
Yeah, but you get a lot more to go in there.
There we
Yeah,
go. So
doing well. I'm actually getting. I mean, we've got all sorts of roads: Alpine passes, twisties, fast roads, slow roads, and the BMW's returning 56 miles to the gallon at the moment.
oh, well,
Car park one, BMW one.
well, poor little Boo Rider had a shock yesterday because he came past me on the way back from Oakley, and the GTR was glued to his arse for about a good mile and a half. he couldn't shake.
You got to love
me.
a straight road, didn't you?
No, it was corners as well. Yeah, we were pushing it through the corners, but it's a big old tank when you're pushing through corners at 60, 70 mile an hour.
It is.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah, they are big bikes.
Mm. But yeah, he was getting me on the corners, but I was catching him on the straights. That was half the thing. But it was good fun. It was nice and rhythmic. But the poor old rhythmic couldn't keep up with me. He was tucked in behind.
Do you know why? His hair was probably blowing in the wind. Hey,
Yeah.
Rhythmic.
Rhythmic,
just-
hippie with a stick.
Quick one from Lily's in the room. Evening, Lily. Just joined. Steve Cook, don't get a sim. I had one. Not very good design. Not enough room for feet or legs. Handlebars low. Power delivery and braking late. I'll tell you what. Get yourself a WK. Andy's son's got a WK SX. He's looking at getting a second one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he's not bad.
I'm about to say, have you not hooked up with German jobbies yet?
No, we tried to, but our paths didn't cross. He's getting ready for a Scotland trip. I think he's leaving for Scotland tomorrow.
Ah, blimey.
We didn't really. We went sort of to a different way down through the Black Forest. Yeah, we were there and out. We went for an interesting place today called Wank.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to stop off for a wank, didn't you?
Yeah, we went past it, but we didn't actually stop. Huh?
Wormald Dangle.
Yeah, Michelle's fascinated with a place we went through called Wormald Dangle.
Wormald Dangle. It's awesome. See, even Dave's
missed
laughing to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you not to laugh at Wormald Dangle. Yes. This lovely lady. Come on.
No, we're fine, thanks. Right, it's our lovely service. Right, you're live on YouTube. She's asking for one more drink. No, we're fine, thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you're going to be, if you're in Austria, it's Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren.
Hey, hang on, now you've piqued her interest.
No, you're not sucking her little tongue.
Thank you.
She's run away now, Darren. That's really mean.
Yeah, we're now ready for the points for the German jury.
I'm going to let you get on with your stream because we're going to finish up here and head back.
All right. Enjoy your ride, guys. Keep it safe. Keep it right side down. All right. Take care, everybody. See you later, Darren.
Take care.
All right. See you later, buddy. Take care. There we go. So Andy's out in Austria at the moment. He's having an absolute blast. They're having a bit of fun over there, having a beer in Austria. So catch up with Andy GSA Tractor. You can follow him on the YouTube. So all you got to do is type in Andy GSA Tractor. We'll pop his channel up on the stream, actually, Andy GSA Tractor. Put a link in there if you want to go and have a look at some of the stuff that he does. Super Sausage Run with me, but there's a lot of shorts that he is doing from Germany at the moment. So if you do want to obviously catch up with their stuff, you can do that. Link is up in the side chat there. So that's Andy's channel, Andy GSA Tractor. Go and follow him on YouTube. This is like when you're sober and you pick your drunk friends up in the car. Exactly, Gus. Yeah, it's exactly that. We're having quite a good night tonight. If you have got any questions, I've only had. I always say to people, if you want a question and you want it asked on the live stream, come and have a chat. Drop me an email, mrrevbomb@gmail.com. Everything goes in. Gus just said, really great channel, GSA Funny. Yeah, we have a laugh with Andy. Andy's a bit like me. He doesn't pull any punches. He says what he sees, and if he doesn't like someone, he will tell you that you're a twat. But we've had a few questions, and some of the stuff that I've had, you can tell it's all youngsters that have messaged me emails today, apart from one who seems to be an older rider going by the emails. Let me just pop my emails up. I'm looking at getting myself a decent moped. Do I look on Facebook or do I buy brand new? And what's the mods that I can do to de-restrict it to make it go faster? Really? If you are looking just staying on a 125 for most of your life, get yourself a brand new bike. If you're going to move through the ranks and you want a bigger bike in a couple of years, look on Facebook Marketplace, get yourself a second-hand one. But what you've got to realize is that most 125s are going to be owned by youngsters, and they are going to be ragged within an inch of their life. So it's horses for courses. Get yourself something new. You know it's going to be reliable. It's going to have a warranty. You're going to be spending a couple of grand. For £1,000, you can get a decent little 125. Is it going to last you a couple of years? Probably not, unless you maintain it and spend money on it. But as for de-restricting it, I would not touch anything on the engine at all. The only thing that I would say to you is upgrade the belt, upgrade the rollers. You can put lighter or heavier rollers in. Lighter rollers will get you to speed quicker, but you will lose everything off the top end. If you put heavier rollers in the bike, it is slower to get to speed, but you will get a higher top speed. So you can obviously put bigger rollers in it. And as Matt said, it could also have been nicked exactly. But have a look around. See what's there. If you don't know anything about bikes, take a biker with you, because most bikers will know what they need to look for. So things like, do all the lights work? What's the condition of the tires? What's the condition of the brake pads? Is there any movement in the headstock when you turn the steering? What's it like when you sit on it? What's the suspension like? Give it a try, but be very, very careful if you are buying things off a Facebook Marketplace. Gus has just said, best sat nav, is it a TomTom or a Garmin? I've just ditched the sat nav 6. I've got the 3D cradle adapter for the BMW. I'm running TomTom 550. Yep. I think it was called the 420. Andy gave me his TomTom. And I can't remember which TomTom it was that he gave me, but it was a very good one. And I've got the little lock, so I can leave it on the bike. It doesn't get nicked. It's all locked into the bike. But my TomTom, I actually did use it to go to Oakley yesterday. Turned it off halfway. I thought, I know the route, I can remember most of it, and ended up turning down someone's drive, but I've left that in the video. It is quite hilarious. I think this is a turn for Oakley. Oh no, it isn't. Maybe I should have left the sat nav on. It was the next turning I should have gone into. I ended up pulling it to someone's private drive and turning round on their drive. He didn't like me after a few minutes. Lee P just said, old bikes are hard to find some parts, can be expensive, worth it. New bikes, easier people out there. Exactly. Howie said, I'd not bother with de-restricting, just fly flat off the tanker, rev the bollocks out of it. Garmin playing up here. Roots TomTom 550, bang on. Yeah, you can't go far wrong with a TomTom, and I love mine. Absolutely brilliant. TomTom's far better. Definitely impressed with everybody who's saying that the TomTom. So that was the first question that I had about bikes. The guy was like, what should I buy? Do I de-restrict it? No, just get something cheap, run around on it. The second one, obviously, everybody. Let's have a. His English is absolutely piss poor. I am looking at I own myself a Phaser 600. It's probably going to be Crazy Dad Biker that's mailed this one in, but not. I own a Phaser 600. Tires are coming to the end of their lifespan. Do I go with a big brand tire, or should I just go for the cheapest ones that I could find? Really? So, question here. And it's open up in the side chat. You can answer your questions there. Would I put cheap tires on a bike? Absolutely not. There is 2 points of contact that is holding your bike to the road, and that is your tires. When you consider your contact patch is going to be no bigger than that bit of plastic on the road, that is your contact patch. It's normally about 2.5 inches, which is keeping you on the road. If you're going to put cheap Chinese or nylon tires, you're going to put a Maxxis on it or an Avon or something cheap and nasty, you are not going to stick to the road as good as if you've got one of the latest Pirellis, Michelins, Bridgestones. And obviously check with the tire company. Don't just go down your local garage and say, I want a set of these chucked on my bike. A lot of people make the mistake in putting the incorrect tire for the bike for what you want to do on the bike. And the thing is, you can go, so obviously on my GTR, I've got Pirelli Angel GTs on the back and front. I've got what's called a matched pair. I bought them as a pair. Got the Pirelli GTs, nice, strong, really hard sidewall tire. If I was running something like a sports bike, I'd be looking at Pirelli Diablo Rossos or Diablo Corsas. If you're going on to Michelin, then Road 6s. Now, the Road 6s you can put on a BMW. They're a great tyre. They're a good all-round tyre. Road 5, Road 6s. But loads and loads of bits coming out. Did I put? I'm sure I put 8 o'clock tonight. Live stream at 8 o'clock. Friday Night Live, 8 p.m. Don't confuse me, Peaky. Peaky's in the room. Evening, buddy. The hero is here. Our man that has just travelled the UK. So good old Peaky is here. Gus has just said Michelin Road 6 tyre is awesome, sticking on corners. They're hard. Michelin have really upped the level with how they're putting their bike tyres out at the moment. So everybody's putting Road 6s on their BMWs. A lot of people are putting sort of Pirellis on their bikes. I wouldn't touch an Avon tyre with a barge pole. Bridgestone, the only decent Bridgestone they do is the BT023, which is a good all-round tyre. Andy's just said, Michelin Road 6, I'm hitting a 40-degree lean over here with a pillion. Exactly. You can't go far wrong with the Michelin Road 6s. They are a fantastic tyre. But obviously, if you've got a big, heavy bus of a bike, stick a set of Pirellis on it. Pirelli Angels do the job. Simon uses Pirelli Angels as well. Just put the link up in the side chat. Andy's back again. You've come back again.
I can't be asked to type all this. Hang on. Right. I can't be asked to type all this shit. So Darren's got the answer to that question.
Go on.
I highly recommend 120 60 17 and 160 60 17 as opposed to a 110 80 17 and a 150 70 17.
And he said that after several beers.
Three.
Exactly.
I tree him.
But where's the little green dragon tonight? Where's the dragon?
He left her at home.
That's humping the red one.
Oh,
Humping the
brilliant.
red one.
Best
No,
cheat
I
stick.
tell him that
Oh,
is a much
She'll be
S21.
breathing
Yeah.
fire when he tells her. Apparently, it's a much better setup and it handles a lot better.
Andy's,
better.
Gus has just said Andy GSA. He's
Well, stop trying to
oh, he's gone again. Andy GSA's track to hit 50 degrees in the car park, so forget the 40-degree lead angle. We did 50 in the car park. I love it. As Robert said, yeah, cheap and stick Bridgestone S21s on. Yeah, Bridgestones are good. The S21s, BT023s. Yeah, he's back again.
She tried to attack me with a bleeding strawberry.
Bridgestones, they're not as good as they used to be.
Seriously, they come out right £9. They come out with these three little triangles of mousse thing and a strawberry. She thinks it's the best thing since life. She ain't paying the £9 for the fucking strawberry.
It's coffee mousse, and don't forget it.
I don't care.
I do.
God, you throw her off the back of the bike once and you make her feel guilty.
Exactly. That's all right. She'll bounce.
Oh, she
I
did.
did bounce.
She did bounce, yeah.
Tell Mr. Phaser Man. Tell Mr. Phaser Man, Pirelli Angel ST.
Pirelli Angel STs for Phaser.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, Pirelli Angel
None of the
GGs
cheap
or
Chinese.
STs. None of the cheap Chinese crap as well.
Or a hard wheelbarrow wheel, because they're ugly bikes. A pram wheel.
This has got to be the best question that I've had all week. I don't want to buy panniers for my bike. Should I use throw over nylon saddlebags?
No, what it needs is a Volvo V70.
I would not chuck a pair of nylon throw over bags on
There's
my
always
bike.
a good argument. There's always a good argument between soft panniers and hard panniers, depending on what you do. If you've got soft panniers and you're leaving your bike unattended, they can be tampered with, stolen, or removed.
Yeah.
Hard panniers, they're locked up. So yeah, it all depends on what you want to do, what you want them for. Rucksack.
And they help protect your foot when the bike falls over.
This is true.
or buy a Volvo V70.
Or Darren is recommending the Volvo V70. If you're staying in the same place for a couple of nights, because Darren loves
Oh,
Suzuki.
no.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, if you're staying in the same place for a few nights, get your luggage posted to the hotel so you don't have to carry it at all. Even
Oh,
better.
it's lovely.
There we go.
Someone stole mine.
And
Oh,
has
yeah.
Darren bought his
He won't
German
pass
pants
on his
yet?
bike.
Don't forget, you got to get Darren in some lederhosen
Have you bought your
by the end of the
lederhosen?
week.
They don't,
We passed the shop.
they don't do them. They don't do them triple small. Tell them they don't do them.
Apparently, they don't do triple small.
Oh, don't. Do you know what? We've
That's
been.
why we was riding.
Where did we come from this morning? Snowbird. Snowbird.
Northern Germany.
Yeah, we've been.
That's right.
That way.
Yeah.
It's a freeway conversation. They're talking
little
about
short,
some other
yeah,
rubbish.
little short man. He lives over
But
there.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the weather's doing there, but we've had 30 degree.
We've got about.
We've had 30-degree
20
heat for 2 days.
Yeah,
We've got 20 degrees here.
oh, it's quite warm here.
Right,
30
let me
degrees here and not a cloud in the sky. We
Let me
might
just-
catch a shower or two tomorrow, but it's been so hot.
Yeah. Let me just share up the StreamYard link. There we go. Anybody wants to jump in on the StreamYard link? Andy's here. Peaky,
Yeah,
you
hey,
wanna-
I
Jump
can
into
join
this
on my
big
phone
thing.
from from the Bulgarian border between Austria and Germany. I can join on my phone. Surely someone else can join, eh?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
All motorbike journey. Gus has just said. Peaky's just asked a question. Would you prefer one video of 30 minutes or a day-to-day video? I don't mind. I'm not fussed. If it's content, I will watch it. Any content.
I've not done a lot of recording myself here. I've probably done about 20 minutes today. And the thing is, this is our holiday as well. So I've done a few bits and bobs. I'll do a few shorts. I'll put a little video together, maybe 2 or 3 videos, 15 minutes long of the best bits. But that's about it, really.
Yeah.
I think it depends on content, doesn't it? And if people are interested, I find that I tend to sort of skip some videos if I'm not interested in it. I think smaller, shorter videos are more watched than longer videos.
Yeah. You tend to find the shorts get a lot more views as well. Because the attention span is, people got 15-second attention span. They'll watch something and then move on to the next one.
Yeah, but what we don't realize is on our second, on the way down to the tunnel, Folkestone, Steve's brand new KTM went into limp mode, so he couldn't go over 5,000 RPM or 65 mile an hour. We on the train we tried a hard reset, done nothing. We then few phone calls backwards and forwards to KTM. We ended it taking up to about an hour drive south. We left Belgium, went back into France on our first day and went down to Lille KTM. The good guys there actually stuck it on a diagnostic machine and it was coming up with a sensor fault. Either one of 2 sensors. It was either the gear select sensor or something else. So basically the bike wasn't showing what gear it's in. The bike did not know what gear it was in. Obviously you're now sort of stuffed in the middle of nowhere, so we had a word with them. They said, well, I'll have a word with my boss, see what we can do. He said, right, we can take it in and we can find out what sensor it is. He said, and we'll take it off of one of our new bikes here. So we got there at about 9:30, and by 9:30 they diagnosed it, stripped it down, changed the sensor, and we managed to get on our way. Otherwise it would have been end of trip for Steve. But a bike that was literally 3 or 4 weeks old, the sensor went, and that was it. So we got quite lucky. So we sort of had to cut that day short. So we jumped on the motorways and hammered it south into Luxembourg as quickly as we could.
Peaky's just said I'll pop in. I'm literally we're ending the stream around about 9 o'clock. So I've got a long day tomorrow. Liddy's just said 10 minutes.
It's 10 to 10 here, so we're an hour ahead.
So we're winding off. So you're it's going to be what, 10 to 10 there?
Yeah, it's 10 to 10. It's an hour ahead, so we've got
so
a 10-minute walk back to the hotel from where we are. But yeah,
oh, that's all right then.
That's all
So,
good.
quick question from Robert. How do you keep yourselves from getting bored on long journeys on the bike? Country roads are no problem. Anything over 30 minutes on a motorway, I find soul destroying. A little bit of music on your headset, or I tend to
That's all
play
you
the,
can do.
yeah, I tend to play the number plate game, so it's very easy to do. You just basically pick the last three letters of a car as you go past the car. So, say for instance, it's the last three letters of the reg plate would be something like GGS, and you'd be guys going solo or something. You just make words up for the last three of the number plate. You move on to the next car and you think of the words. That is what. Plus, it makes you look at cars because you're looking for that number plate, so you're watching what's going around you.
Well, we got sunshine and sunburn.
Quick one there. Liddy Northover, mate, 3 days, 10 minutes. There we go. Peaky tends to have a little bit of music, sings to himself. Howie just said, I watch if it's different or interesting or something, regardless of news to offer. Most channels these days got the same formula. Peaky, there we go.
It's just noisy lot. Shut up, you'll be all right, wouldn't you?
Oh, that's all right. Once Darren's had a few beers, you can't shut him up, mate. There we go.
Scott is the luckiest man on the planet, right? We get to a hotel and it's really weird the way that they lock. You have to put the key up against the door on the outside, then turn the lock clockwise to lock it. Well, they were looking for their rooms. He touched the key, didn't see it go red, just opened the door, strolls in, and there's a woman walking across just in her drawers, completely naked, walking across the room. Gary's trying to get round Scott to have a look, and Scott's pushing Gary out the door, so that caused an argument. That was quite funny. And then Scott goes back down the lake to take a few pictures, and literally just trips over some woman stark naked trying to get dressed. Luckiest guy alive.
could have been worse. He could have fell on top of her.
It's true. Apparently, right opposite our hotel, we've got like a hot spring. It's not a hot spring as such, but it's hot pools they've got. So I can see us lounging in there tomorrow. But there is snow up on the mountain, so it should be a good day tomorrow. We're Roskill Knocker tomorrow, so 8,000 feet. And we'll
Where's
see
your
how it goes.
Bavarian waitress gone?
Pardon?
Where's your Bavarian waitress gone?
Oh, yeah. No, she's there.
She's a nice lady. Don't upset them.
Good Abend,
Yeah.
willkommen. Tell Darren, whatever he says, don't say I'm Klein and Nackenjacken.
General rubbish.
I didn't hear that. And I ain't saying that.
It's German for a pair of pants. I'm Klein and Nackenjacken.
Yeah, I don't want to see Darren in his pants. That's not a good thing. Right, we've got to go. Have a good evening, all. Dave, take care.
Shout.
Everybody.
All right,
Nice
nice one,
to
mate.
speak to you. See you all next week. Bye for now.
Okay. Auf Wiedersehen. Brilliant. He's having an absolute blast. Right, we're on for about 4 minutes more because I've got a very, very early start tomorrow. Peaky may be on, but obviously Peaky might go on and do his own little solo tonight, do an extra channel, do an extra live stream. If you missed out on the midweek mumble, I didn't get in at the garage till I think it was about 8:15, 9 o'clock by the time I'd signed in here on Wednesday night. So apologies, Peaky. I was literally in for a few minutes, absolutely knackered, mate, and went to bed. So I am currently, we've had Bank Holiday Monday off, but I am currently, I think, 50 or 55 hours in with Garage Time. I've been doing very early mornings and late nights. Peaky's here. Hey, how you doing, Mucker?
Hey. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm only on for a few more because I've got a very early start in the morning.
Yeah, man, cool.
I've
only just walked in myself, mate. To be honest,
yeah,
so,
I was doing discs
doing it on
and
my
pads at 8:30 or 7:30 on Tuesday night. I had another late one Wednesday. I finished the garage at 6 last night and went and did the Oakley bike run. Trying to keep up with Boo on his M1000R, and it's like, no, you just go, mate, you just go. She's a big. Mine is a big old boat to push into corners at 70 mile an hour. She goes. Rhythmic kept up with me, but I just let the pair of them go in the end. It was yeah, a little bit nuts and a little bit too fast, out of my comfort zone. So like, you guys go. You've got the sports bikes. I ain't going to keep up with you.
Fair play.
And I'm not even going to try, because you know I would have screwed it up. Here we go. Gus had just said, the man, the legend. Yes, it is the one and only 4,500 mile Peaky Biker.
Mate, I'll tell you something now. Oh, I'll be doing that again.
Lily just said Medina review was great. Thank you very much. I did like that little orange scooter. That was good.
Mate, looked a bit like a Vespa.
It's very, very similar to. There's a lot of bikes out there all have the same look, but that thing is so bloody quick. It was an unbelievable little bike.
Was it nice?
Yeah, but the lady that bought it, she's actually got 4 more of them, so it'll be her 5th Medina. She's got one of every colour now.
Where's that? Where's that from? Medina? It sounds like Italian.
It's made by believe it or not, it's made by AJS. Yeah. So AJS are pushing out some really good Chinese scooters, but they're putting their own little twist on them. So they've got all the little chrome extras, like the front rack, the back rack, the little aluminium tread plates in there. They've just gone a little bit OTT. Matt's just said, I thought RB had been tangoed. It was very orange.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
But that little 50cc Colt goes tomorrow, and we've ordered. I think we've ordered 1 or 2 more, because people are coming out of the woodwork. Oh, you've reviewed the Colt, and of course WK have gone and shared it all over the website with my video now.
Nice.
But I was grinning like a bloody kid. I was screaming my head off. I'm like, oh, this is great. It makes a difference to get on some, when you bash around on a 1400 or you do a 125, and then you get on something that's so slow, you could overtake it with a kid's pedal bike. But once you get to 30 mile an hour, it's an absolute hoop blasted around on that, because you get to 4th gear, and it's literally you just stay in 4th gear all the time.
Mate, that was like me today. I got on my bike, rode my bike out. He's awake. I rode my bike out today with no panniers, and I was like, what's going on? That's light. You know what I mean? But like I say, it just handles, obviously, you ride it completely differently, and it handles completely different when you ain't got no panniers and nothing like that. But yeah, man, it was just nice to get back out on the bike today, because, like I say, all the aches and pains have gone now, and obviously, your body, it gets used to the aches and pains whilst you're riding, and you know when you've got targets to it, you kind of just crack on through it.
Crack on, don't you?
I'm just editing the videos now, so I'm kind of doing them. Doing them in like 3-day slots, so they're about 10 minutes long. So.
Matt's just said, I like the look of the Cadwell. And Gus just said, now you've been back a while and checked your BM out. Is it perfect, or have you worn anything out?
The only thing I've wore out is my arse. Nah, everything's all right. Tyres seem all right.
Good.
What else? Oh, the only thing I've booked it in for is to have a look at is the gearbox, because the quick shifter are great on the BMWs anyway, but what I found was, especially towards the end, it's really clunky, really loud going through the gears. So it's in next week for them to just check it out, basically, just because, like I say, it's never been seamless, the quick shifter, but now when it goes into the gears, it just sounds really fucking rough and rowdy. Yeah, it's like proper boop, 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 going in. I'm like, it never did that before, so I've asked them to have a look at that. I've had changing my tyres for me as well, because, like I say, well, I've done like nearly 5,000 miles on them now. So the back I've done 9,000 on the front and 5,000 on the back. So that's a set of tyres done for me.
Dane's in the room. Evening, Dane. How you doing, buddy? He comes in just as we're going as well.
I know. But yeah, I've had a few maybe quick shifter under 50 mile player is clunky. You see, it's actually made, the quick shifter is, so it's not like a race quick shifter. So you want high revs. It's made for the low revs.
Yeah.
In fact, so if you change gear, if you use a quick shifter through the gears early on, it's not clunky, or it shouldn't be clunky, or as clunky as what mine is at the minute, mate. It sounds like somebody's dropping a fucking tractor engine in it. But But yeah,
Jesus.
man, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. Like I say,
Yeah.
nothing else apart from that. I've had it. I've give it a once over.
Lovely.
And yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah, like
Excellent.
I say, it's
Probably
just nice to be back.
next couple of Sundays, I shall probably have a trip up to you. Get on the bike and have a trip up to you. We'll go and find a bike cafe somewhere.
Mate, I can tell you loads of bike cafes. Just let me know where you want to meet.
Yeah,
Or let
sure.
me know when you're coming up and we can meet somewhere, you know,
Yeah.
somewhere
It
like
won't be
that.
this weekend. It'll probably be a couple of weeks'
No,
time.
just let me know. You got my number, just
yeah.
drop me a text.
The big one I've got, obviously, I'm going to start pushing it over the next couple of weeks. Is obviously I've got to do your Scotty's Little Soldiers payment for you, so I shall get that out in the next week because I'm waiting for the last of the YouTuber coming. But the big thing for us is obviously the Motovlog UK stand at the stadium, July the 9th. All the fees have been paid. The marquee's organised. All I need to know is how many people are coming. So I'm going to be putting emails out to everybody. I've got everyone's names and that. I'm going to be sending messages out. It works out 18 quid for the day. You know, where can you get to advertise yourself on YouTube for 18 quid for the day and have your bike behind you, have your table and sell your own merchandise as well? Give your stickers away. So hopefully we'll get a few people on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, mate, I think at that price, people will be daft not to come on.
Exactly.
So,
I know.
you know what
I
I mean?
know. Rhythmic and that want to get on it, and I don't know what Simon. I haven't seen Simon in ages, so I think Gus might come and do something. But obviously, everybody else. This is at the Milton Keynes Bike Show, Gus. Yeah. So I've got a pitch. We've got the Lex Moto tent with Eclipse motorcycles right on the corner, and they've given me the opposite corner. So we've literally got the whole 90 degree corner of the stadium. So. The Lex Moto stand for Eclipse is going to be, I think Phil's bought 20 meters by 10. I've gone for 15 by 5 because I've worked out person at the front, bike behind them. You're only going to need 5 meters. And I've got my own DJ with it as well. So we've got a compere coming down, bringing a PA system, playing some music, but he's going to be interviewing all the motor vloggers. Who are you? What do you do? Tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you ride? What's your bike? Basically, all the same questions, and you get sort of 5-10 minutes just to introduce yourself to the public. There is only one person that is banned from coming to my stand, and that is Missenden Flyer. But we may ask Teapot One to pop down and say hello to everybody. That'd be quite a good one. If I can get Bruce down, pop down for it, that'd be quite good. Yeah, get him to come down for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bruce is a really nice guy. I'm way too bored to be at us. You ought to come down, Gus. It'll be great fun. Right, it's just gone 9 o'clock, guys. So I'm going to start wrapping up. Don't forget this guy Wednesday nights, the midweek mumble. Go and follow his channel, the Peaky Biker. Go and look at all the stuff that he's done recently for Scotty's Little Soldiers. And don't forget his Just Giving page on his Facebook. It's still open, isn't it?
Yeah, it closes next Friday.
So it closes next Friday. Get your money across the Peaky. Every pound that we can get the Peaky for Scotty's Little Soldiers. I have shared loads of channels up tonight, so re-roll the side chat if you want. But go, as I say, if you do want to see any of the bikers or follow any of the bikers, down the bottom in the description is all the info that you need to follow all the bikers that I follow. Ray's Motor Life as well. We have meetups all the time. So Ray's Motor Vlog, go and check out his channel. He's very, very good. Me and Peaky have both been on his channel. Popped in every now and then. Come show and meet all the interesting vloggers. Exactly. But Friday night, the weekend begins. I've got another day and a bit to work. I am back in very, very early tomorrow morning because I've got to strip a couple of bikes down. I've got shed loads of tyres to do. And I probably won't get out the garage till 6. If you are up Super Sausage Sunday, I'll see you up there. Come up and I'll treat you to a cup of coffee. Come see Rev Bob and get a cup of coffee. But thank you for everybody that's been in the side chat. So that's Lily, Ray, Peaky, Gus, DNA Dane, Matt MT Belly. Who else has been in? Howie. There's been loads of people in and out of the side chat. Andy coming in from Austria as well. So thanks to Andy, GSA Tractor, for popping in. Give us a little bit of a view. Lee P, ZX9R, all the boys. But thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. If you're riding out there, ride safe. And as always, be well, ride safe, And it's a big goodbye from me. Take care, everybody. Have a cracking weekend.